Is all this really worth it, John?
Sergeant, I wanted to make an official request for a demotion.
There's no need for that, Farrell.
The anti-tank mines that I set up didn't work. I feel responsible.
It's not your fault. None of this should have happened because we shouldn't even be here in the first place.
Easy, soldier.
Sergeant, we're about to cross the Annihilation line, and I'd like to know why.
Because you were selected for this mission. That should be enough for you.
All due respect, sir, it isn't. Is there something that we don't know yet? What's so special about those people? We've been kept in the dark for too long.
Is this how you all feel?
Kyle, there has to be more.
The last message sent before Northridge went silent said that they rescued a group of civilians. These people were kept in cages for years. They were starved, looked like they were barely alive.
And despite that, Skynet went looking for them? Why?
They mentioned a name. A name Connor wanted to keep a secret. We didn't want anyone to be emotionally invested in the mission. Seeing how we're all looking over the edge now, one of the people rescued was the father of Sergeant Rivers.
What? That can't be true. He's dead. He died years ago.
Connor got a hold of some intel confirming that's not true. He's alive, and he's in that camp. Does anyone have any more questions regarding the mission?
No.
No, sir.
All right. We move out in a couple hours. Get some rest. That goes for you too, Rivers.
I'm gonna get some shut-eye before the mission.
I know this is a lot for you to take in, but I can't have anyone on my team distracted, not now. Is that understood?
We've got a difficult mission ahead of us. I want to know the details.
After all you've heard, you're still focused. I appreciate that, Rivers. And you're right. This will be a difficult mission. Anselmo mentioned 2 targets. We'll start with the Skynet factory. Of course, that means we'll have to cross the Annihilation line first.
Seems like a lot for a 4-person team.
It is. I want each of us to take a sector over the Annihilation line. Once we're there, our responsibility will be to cause as much damage as possible. I want Skynet to notice. When it does, it will send reinforcements from the factory, leaving the place unprotected. That's where we'll regroup before we get our people out. I know that I'm asking you for a lot, but I don't see any alternative.
We all know the risk, sir, and we're prepared to take it.
I'm sure you all do, Rivers. But that doesn't change the fact that I'm the one that's asking you to cross the Annihilation line.
It's a tough call, and I'm glad I'm not the one making it. I wouldn't be surprised if you're not completely comfortable making it either.
You deserve honesty, Rivers. But if I were to speak freely, I would have to say things that a soldier shouldn't hear from his commander. Get your gear. We're moving out soon.
Are you sure Skynet will take the bait?
You have to remember that Skynet is just a machine. A program that works according to protocols. And that works to our advantage. They're predictable. And that's going to be Skynet's downfall.
Do you believe these people are still alive, Sergeant?
The old man mentioned that Skynet took them to a work camp. If that's the case, we're lucky.
What do you mean?
Skynet won't start exterminating their prisoners until the camp's at full capacity, or when their objective has been completed. These people are valuable to Skynet. They'll keep your father alive, Rivers.
This is about the team now. We'll get them out, Rivers. Even if it means crossing the Annihilation line.
That's quite some news, Rivers. Can't imagine what's going through your head. How are you feeling?
Shocked, to say the least. And you? It's gonna get tough, and I don't want to put anyone in danger.
I'm gonna stop you right there. I've been fighting my whole life and never really knew what I was fighting for. Now I finally have an answer that makes sense to me. Your father? Actual family. That's something worth fighting for. And we're going to get him back, Rivers. The things I'd do to talk to my dad, even if it was just for a moment.
What would you say?
You're putting me on the spot, but... Well, I've never met my father. I guess that's not uncommon these days. So, I guess I would say, hi, nice to finally meet you. But more importantly, do you know what you're gonna say?
Sorry for not looking for him.
Hey, don't. Don't beat yourself up. How could you know?
Have you talked to Reese yet?
I'm not gonna bother him yet. Just look at the craziness he has to deal with. I'll give him some space. We'll probably talk when we get back from the mission.